1975, there's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Grupe to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Two. First. Hey, Steamer.
On play action, Cousins. Down the left sideline. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action now. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at the Saints' defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The seventh play now, this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
Hey, Steamer.
Cousins to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Rondale Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their own 44.
70 Ranger. Hurt. Check go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go, Reed. Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons.
Rondale Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Saints nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready? Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Go.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Rattler. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Koo now for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Falcons 21, Saints nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. 21-0 our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Come on, come on. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check smash.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Cup 19, Dragon 60. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Viking 18.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
As Shaheed going to go in motion.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Saints.
Dalton Kincaid.
30 yards.
And the Saints get a bit closer. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Saints 7.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Good routes here. Hey, we're good, we're good.
They go play action. Cousins. Touchdown, Falcons. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Saints 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Cup 19. Ready, right?
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Dragon 60.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The point after, good by Grupe. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Saints 14.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey, can't. Black. Hey, yo. Where's your hot?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
65 cat. Let go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup now for the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Score Falcons 42, Saints 14. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Grupe able to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
There he goes left side.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Easy. Go ahead.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
19 Lions. Go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
18 Pioneers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Set go.
They'll look to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Tag. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go check, go check. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. A point after, good by Grupe.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
To throw is Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's go now. Big Lion. Ready, ready.
A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. And the Falcons.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Saints. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Groupie able to add the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 183 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Cousins now. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Come on, come
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Cousins here to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Warrior 70.
On play action, they'll throw. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. Look at the big fella go. And finally marked down at the 23. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
All right, now here we go.
They go play action. Cousins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first down throw for Cousins. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Throwing here, Cousins. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.